When logging into CWA, if there are any new assignments or changes to your assignments, you will notice a trip shown in red under the Revised Assignments header. You may use the Acknowledge Assignment button, circled in red above, to indicate to scheduling that you are aware of the change. Note the CWA screenshot above. Note the pairing number shown in red. This indicates an assignment that has not yet been acknowledged. Scheduling will attempt to make reserve assignments that match the length of the pairing to the number of remaining days in the pilot's reserve block. 1 day prior to the assignment, the RCO is applied to pilots who have an equal number of days remaining within their category, AM or PM. Here is a quick example. Let's assume that we have a group of reserves on duty tomorrow. Scheduling has a 3-day trip that they need to cover. First, they will look to the legal and available reserves with 3 days available and who are also within the same bid group. Note that the 4-day reserve pilot is legal and available, but scheduling will assign a reserve for a trip with a length equal to his remaining reserve days first. Once scheduling has the 3-day group, they will go to the pilots who have a fly preference and order them from lowest to highest number of duty periods flown within the bid period so far. For example, if 2 reserves both have a fly preference, but one has flown 5 duty periods this month and another has flown 7, the pilot who has only flown 5 duty periods will fly first. If 2 pilots have both flown the same number of duty periods this month, the tie is broken by seniority in accordance with their preference. In this case, the more senior pilot with the fly preference would be selected for the trip. If all of the pilots with the fly preference have been assigned and scheduling still needs someone to cover the trip, they will begin to assign pilots who have a pass preference. Again, these pilots are assigned in order from the least number of duty periods flown to the most. And once again, if 2 pilots have flown the same number of duty periods, the tie is broken by seniority. The more senior pilot will stay home, while the more junior goes flying. To view the reserve callout report for the day, go to CWA, Reports, Reserve Callout Order. The Reserve Callout Order report shows the order in which pilots will be given assignments. Note that pilots with equal days remaining are grouped together. For instance, all pilots with 3 days remaining in the same group, all pilots with 2 days remaining in the same group, etc. They are ordered by highest days remaining to lowest. Next, pilots with the fly preference before pass are grouped together, then sorted by month-to-date utilization, lowest to highest. No preference equals a fly preference. X as the last character preference equals pass last day and only applies to 1-day reserves. Note the preference codes shown on the right side of the RCO report. A list of the possible code descriptions can be found on SWALife, but for reference they are shown here. Reserve preferences are located under Bid Input and Preferences. There are 3 options to choose from which will display in the RCO and determine its order: Pass or Fly, AM or PM, and Fly Premium Open Time for an extra day, beyond your reserve block, or to pass last day only. The Own preference allows you to display your intent to keep a pairing if assigned. The preference can be changed up to 2000 Central the day prior to your wrap start, and doesn't display in the next day's RCO or go into effect until after 2000 Central. If activated, your pairing will be protected from being taken by another pilot, but scheduling may still change your pairing. Additionally, you can still post trips in Giveaway even if you have the Own preference selected.